A constitutional amendment bill seeking to give effect to the two-third gender principle through the creation of special seats is sailing in turbulent waters. Some members of parliament and senators opposed to the bill are instead challenging women to go for elective positions instead of relying on nominations. Nominated Member of Parliament David Sankok is among those opposed to the bill and wants the National Gender and Equality Commission and the drafters of the bill to go back to the drawing board.
I suggest 30% for women with disabilities, 30% for women who are youth, 30% for women from rural areas, and the remaining 10% for the soft landing spot of these loiterers of Nairobi, these ladies who massage our leaders and then they are given position. That is my position. And unless that is achieved, this ulabalu about the two-third gender rule will not go through parliament.
But those supporting the bill say at last there could be a breakthrough, with Senate Majority Whip Susan Kihika saying they are determined this time round to make sure the bill is passed by both houses.
I'm sure, I'm hopeful that it will pass, and I have no doubt that once that happens, as the whip in the Senate, we shall take it over and we shall make sure that it passes. So that also, because the Constitution requires it, so that we are in conformance with the Constitution.
Her sentiments supported by Senate Minority Leader James Orengo, who said all coalition parties will hold parliamentary group meeting next week before the bill is presented for debate.
I'm glad next week there's a bill being presented in the National Assembly, which I support and which I hope all the parties and the coalitions in Parliament will support. And when it goes through the National Assembly, I have no doubt that in the Senate that bill is going to pass through.
The bill, sponsored by Majority Leader Aden Duale, proposes that the number of special seats will be determined after the general election and shall be shared out depending on the strength of political parties in Parliament. Purity Museo, KBC Channel 1 News.